So Gurmukh Patio, last week we all discussed how this is our mind, and then there's Vaheguru, Sach, Paramatma. And there's something in between us that's separating us. Does anybody know what's separating us? Yeah, our thoughts. They're separating us from Vaheguru, from Sach, Paramatma, our Father. So now let's talk about thoughts, because I know there's some confusion, like what are thoughts? So does anybody have, like, what's an example of a thought? Can anybody give me an example? Yeah, like if you lose your homework, if you talk bad about somebody, if you call anybody mean names, right? If you don't talk to somebody because they're not nice to you. These are all different kinds of thoughts, right? Does anybody have any other example of thoughts?
Trying to steal.
Yeah, trying to steal, that's a really good thought, right? That's a really bad thought, sorry. Does anybody else have any other examples? Yeah.
If you lost your homework, then you can't do your work.
Yeah, if you lose your homework, then you can't do your work. And then you're like, oh my God, you keep thinking about it, right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, how about you? Yeah, if you lose stuff, right? That's another thought. How about, okay, go ahead.
Cheat.
Yeah, if you cheat, that's a really, really bad thought. You don't want to cheat, right? Because if you cheat, then you'll never go ahead and progress in life, right? How about, yeah.
If you want to homework and your teacher doesn't believe you.
Yeah, that's another thought, right? You're going to be like, oh my God, my teacher is not going to believe me. Then you're going to keep thinking about it, right? Does anybody have any other examples? Yeah. Yeah, if you bully somebody, that's a really bad thought, right? Because what do we learn when we come here? That everybody has what in them? Everybody has Vaheguru in them, right? So I have Vaheguru, she has Vaheguru, and you guys all have Vaheguru. So if we all have Vaheguru, then we're all family, right? So then why do we bully each other? That's a very bad thought. So when we bully each other, we're strengthening this wall that's in between us, right? So whenever we take thoughts, this wall, it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it becomes harder to break it down. So how do we break down our thoughts? Does anybody know? Okay, yeah. Yeah, you have a tool. So you say Vaheguru, right? Gurbani gives us a tool. It's called Gurmantra, right? Gurmantra is Vaheguru. That is our tool that's given to us by Tantan Sahib Ji, Guru Granth Sahib Ji. That's our tool that we're going to use to break down this wall. So there's 3 stages that we discussed, right? We have Basanti, where we speak out loud, and then there's there's Bekri Bani, then there's Madhva Bani, and then there's Basanti Bani. And so when we start doing these 3 stages of Simran, then we start using our tool that's given to us by our Satguru, and we start tearing down these thoughts, right? And then once we start tearing down our thoughts, we won't bully anybody, right? We won't cheat. We won't be worried about losing our homework, right? These are all different kinds of things that start to go away when we start doing Simran, right? So here's us, our mind. Here's Vaheguru, Sach, Paramatma. And in between us, there's our thoughts. And thoughts are everything that you guys said. There's so many more thoughts. So now you guys are little, so you guys don't have a lot of thoughts. Your main thoughts are about cheating and bullying and doing this, right? But once you get older and we get married and then we have kids, then we're going to have more thoughts. Then we're going to be thinking, oh, how do I have to provide for my family, right? There are all these more thoughts, and then it becomes harder for you to do Simran and kill this wall, to break down this wall. So you guys are really small. This is your ideal age to kill all your thoughts and to meet Vaheguru. That's our purpose. So what's our purpose in life? Anybody? All right, everybody say it at once. What's our purpose in life?
To meet Vaheguru.
Yes, to meet Vaheguru. That's our purpose. So let's all do Simran. We're going to start by saying it out loud, and then we're going to start to whisper, and then we're going to go antargat. When we go antargat, that's when we say it with our mind. So our 9 doors are closed, and it's only our mind that's speaking. And then we're going to slowly kill this wall, break down this wall. All right? So let's all start in doing Simran, we're going to do Savdhan Ekagraji. So we're going to sit in a position where our mind is still and our body is not going to bother us, right? Our mind is not going to go to different directions. We're going to make sure our eyes are closed, we're hearing with our ears, and then we're speaking, right? We have to make sure we actually speak. Because until we don't listen to our own voice, our mind isn't going to listen. And if our mind isn't listening, then our mind is somewhere else. And if it's somewhere else, then this wall of thoughts, it's getting bigger and bigger, right? So let's all make sure we keep our eyes closed. We're speaking Vaheguru and we're listening with our ears. So let's all Guruji Shuru. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So through this way, through doing these 3 techniques of Simran, we'll start to kill this wall, right? And we'll start to break it down with our good mantra, which is Vaheguru, right? So let's all try to do at least 10 minutes of Simran every single day with our family. So everybody sit down together and do Simran, right? Start to kill your thoughts and start going towards your purpose, which is to meet Vaheguru. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.